Everything will be okay.
Yeah.
I just need one of these.
Pills? You mean you really are taking drugs?
I need them.
Jesse, give me those.
I need them, Zach. I have to sing.
Jesse, you can't sing tonight.
Yes, I can. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Wait. Pull one out. The dart, man. Got a fucking dart in your neck.
You so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the motherfucking Juice Hole. This is Juice Pro Wrestling. I'm the Juice. That's Bruiser Bodie. It's Threaten the Somewhat Moist Savage. Episode 233. A-B-A-C-A-B-B.
One more time.
A-B-A-C-A-B-B.
Now you have the juice, everybody.
Yes, sir.
You got the power.
You got the touch.
Yeah,
you got the power.
Somebody had to follow that shit.
You're a winner.
What the fuck is everybody doing? It's good to see you fucking guys again. Thank you guys for checking out the JP Dub with fucking Black Dahlia of the Dwarfs last week. Shit was on fire. You need to fucking check it out if you have it.
Good stuff.
Now we're about to kick it back into that wrestling fucking mix. Hey, everybody.
Wrestling.
Let's just jump right into it, Bodie.
Hey, everybody, you son of a bitch want to talk about professional wrestling? Here we go.
Micro Machines, built to last, but not really.
Just let everybody know that I'm sad tonight. I quit the show.
No,
side effects of Micro Machines. You might poop your pants.
Don't let him fool you guys. Hey. No. WWE Backlash in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Riqueña, Los Boricuas.
Somebody fucking save me, mama. Oh, save me. Anyways, dude, I thought that shit was, I was more entertained with that than fucking WrestleMania. I'll be honest with you.
It was popping, dude.
Why? Dude, that Puerto Rican crowd is fucking hot. It's a shame that they really don't intend to go back or make it an annual thing, because something to do with like Puerto Rico, their government or something, they have to like request you or allow you to come in, and WWE's going to want, like, I heard, like upwards of 1 million or 2 million just to even come out there to consider it, you know? But of course. Dude, great fucking card up and down. I was thoroughly surprised. Bodie, you fucking texted me like, you watching? I was like, I had nothing else going on. Why not? Gave it a shot, and you tell them what's about right out the gate, man. You know, tell them.
Tell them.
If they fuck up, you're going to catch a chonkla.
Hell yeah, you're going to catch a chonkla.
Count chonkla.
Man, I don't even remember what the opening match was.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was Belair.
Women tearing it up.
Belair and Io Sky, dude.
Yes.
Io Sky, the adopted Puerto Rican. That crowd was hot for Io Sky. I thought there was going to be a title change.
Even after she got dropped on her motherfucking neck.
Oh, I know. Bianca, you're fucking up.
Bianca's doing that thing where she's pressing her with
you
one
ain't Jade Cargill.
arm.
Settle down.
And then, like, you know, she didn't mean to do it. She goes to fucking slam her down, and she just landed like,
dude, I was like, oops, scorpion tail.
Have been broken. Egos have been bruised.
Exactly. That was a good match, man. I was hoping Io Sky was going to win. And was also looking to see Damage Control interfere at the end. And they did.
Everybody was looking at Bayley's pants.
Yeah. 2 days. Didn't know that Sky was shaved in the back of her head.
And who knows what else.
The highlight of that match that lit the socials on fire was Bayley.
Dude, Bayley's bottom. Big bottom. Talk about flaps.
My big's got 'em. Big bottom drive me out of my mind.
How could I leave this behind?
Yeah. Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Boom, 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 boom. The thicker the cushion, the sweeter the pushing.
You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah. Salute the Spinal Tap.
Love
Great match, though. What else? I really enjoyed the fucking Bad Bunny and Damian Priest shit.
Dude.
Like, it was pretty good, man.
I'll tell you what, dude. I kind of got chills when Bad Bunny came. I don't like Bad Bunny. I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah,
never liked it when he was wrestling. But
intro.
The New Jack call out was what gave me chills. But then seeing the crowd turn up for his entrance theme, like one of his songs, I'm like, damn, that was louder than I'm a coming.
I fucking hate that song.
I know you do,
Chris Jericho.
But yeah, that crowd was
on the show.
Lit, dude, for that, and they were just jumping up and down. I'm like, oh shit. Good match though.
You can tell that's what they're lacking on, like, weekly TV and Raw and SmackDown. Even the good weeks of programming, it's like, dude, that fucking crowd was into it. That's why, and we're gonna get into AEW here in a little bit as well tonight, but. All In's doing the pre-sale and now the on-sale tickets are doing so well because you go out to like the UK and like these other countries that do they have their own brand of wrestling? Yes. Do they have their own stars? Yes. Perfect example. Go to the UK, you can see Will Ospreay all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah. Rev Pro.
But you still want to see your Roman Reignses. You want to see these global superstars like fucking Bad Bunny who's, trying to fucking shake at wrestling and your Kenny Omegas and all this.
Yep.
Therefore, the tickets are going to fucking sell because it's not that brand is not out there that much, Like how dumb are some of these fucking smart marks to just fucking shit on stuff or be like, man, I couldn't believe they were that fucking hot. Like, dude, it's a change of fucking
Puerto Rico.
scenery, man. It's great.
And it's a wrestling hotbed down there.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I got to give it up to Damian Priest, though. Dude, I don't want to say underappreciated, but I don't think enough people talk about how really good he is.
I like that Punishment Martinez.
I did too. I loved Punishment Martinez, but
awesome.
You could tell, like, Bad Bunny. I'll give it to Bad Bunny, respect to the business and everything like that.
Would.
He's actually pretty decent, but Priest helped lead that whole thing. Oh, yeah. And he deserves a shit ton of credit.
Bunny's still a little,
Yeah.
I mean, he could do some shit in the ring, but dude,
don't get me wrong.
I hate Logan Paul too, man.
I can't stand Logan Paul. I'd rather see Bad Bunny in a match before Logan Paul.
Understood, man. Understood.
Prick.
But I think Logan Paul is way better in ring than Bad Bunny. But
he's more athletic.
Bad Bunny's fucking entertaining, dude. It was great. And the LWO coming out.
Yeah.
They've kind of adopted this thing now, and I think they kind of always were back at WCW, the Latino World Order. It's for all Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me a little bit this modern version of it, almost like LAX, Latin American Exchange and TNA, Impact Wrestling, which is kind of cool. And dude, I popped so fucking hard because your boy Savio Vega,
dude,
Los
Boricuas. Dude, and what got me, dude, I popped hard for the Quang chops. I mentioned that a couple episodes ago. Quang, look it up, dude. He was hitting them with them Quang chops.
Go back. Rewind.
Relive. Dude, Hassan punch. Dude, he was killing him with it.
And then all of a sudden, and fucking
spit in the face of people who don't know how to be cool.
He looked great, man. I mean, he made it come back to WWE, in a Rumble or some a couple years ago and looked great. Yeah. Still looks great. Like the
great pop.
And of course, in Puerto Rico, the son of Carlos Colon. I mean, dude,
of course,
you're gonna get that fucking huge pop, man.
Yeah.
But speaking of, I mean, that match just had everything in it, dude. And I heard, I think Brian Kendrick was a producer for that match.
Really?
Yeah, one of. I don't know how many others were fucking involved, but. Dude, super entertaining,
It was entertaining, yeah.
And then the Usos fucking match with
pretty good match.
Who was it? Was it
with Sola Sikoa, and then it was against Riddle and KO and Sami Zayn.
That was great too.
It was a good match. Yes, it was.
And then you see that good shit finish. Where like Solo's like fucking telling them like to finish it. That was I'm not mixing my shit up, right?
Yeah, no, he came because he tagged him. Uso was going to finish it off, and Sola Sikoa tagged in, and then right when he came out, Uso slapped him right in the back of I want to say back of the neck, but it wasn't.
And almost lost the match.
Yep.
And Solo was like, "No, let me."
Solo was like, "I'm the enforcer."
Whoa. Excuse me.
Oh dear!
Easy with the elephant flaps, dude.
Welcome to Juice Pro Wrestling. We now will seduce you with 40 seconds of insane queefing.
We're gonna go in there. We're gonna destroy.
Didn't think I knew that Road Warrior queef, did you?
No, didn't, dude. I didn't.
Did somebody say Road Warrior queef?
That's all I did. That's all.
Anyways, next.
I got
Well, yeah.
dude, Zelina, the pop and just love from the crowd to Zelina at the beginning of the Zelina Rhea match. That was awesome to see.
She was
Very
super
awesome to
emotional for that too. I mean, she had her
Yeah.
family there.
I don't blame her.
Fine. A.
I don't blame her.
F. Malachi Black, you're a lucky son bitch.
Right? Malachi Black was like, want me to turn the lights off? And if the House of Black, Buddy Matthews was like, hey, bro, hold on. My woman's involved in this match. Let's chill out on the House of Black showing up. Ixnay on the House of Black.
You see the post, the Instagram thing he commented on or whatever?
Dude, yes.
Dom on her butt cheeks on her tights. Like,
he might have your name on it, but I get to touch it.
yeah. Shit, man. And that was a pretty decent match for what it was. I mean, Zelina.
It wasn't bad. No, yeah, Zelina's okay.
It's just kind of hard to
Rhea helped lead through that.
Fucking Rhea's like Red Sonja, man. She's like fucking just this big.
Rhea's a fucking monster.
Broad.
Fucking monster, dude. Yeah, and I love the ending. That ending was great. You give hope to the crowd and Zelina, and then that front face kick coming off of her back, and just put her out, and then give her the driver, fold her in half, look at the camera, give it a wink, 1, 2, 3. Pay me.
What else?
Brock busted open.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on.
Brock busted open, and it was kind of planned from what I heard.
Yeah, and dude, you're in Puerto Rico.
Of course,
dude. They're
someone's gonna get busted open
for fucking getting the juice. They're notorious for getting wet. They're notorious for bleeding. How could you not have that? And
exactly.
Rumor is that was Brock's fucking idea, and he's got a thing where it's like they don't like blood, but if Brock wants to bleed, you're gonna tell him no. He's gonna say fuck you.
No,
walk out.
He doesn't. The drug thing doesn't even apply to him. I saw too. I was like, this dude just does whatever the fuck he wants.
In UFC either.
No, guys, railing an 8-ball and smoking a bonger in the back, dude, and comes out and his juices everywhere.
He's going home and drinking some Bud Light and fucking his wife.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna drink a Coors Light because Bud Light doesn't pay me anything.
Or something. Yeah, it was one of those.
Call back to the UFC when he was shooting.
But dude, that match was. I mean, it wasn't
too bad. I thought the finish was kind of weak, but it made sense. The finish made sense for the match.
And then Cody got fucking his ass handed to him again, fucking on Raw.
Well, of course. I mean, gotta build up that baby face.
Yeah,
gotta build it up.
Speaking of Raw and that shit, so I think we could both agree that what I mean. Are we missing anything really from fucking Backlash?
I don't think so. I think that was.
If we are, you guys can fucking.
That was it. That was like, Omos and Seth Rollins, but I mean that wasn't really much of anything. But
one thing I didn't give two shits about.
No, the crowd was after MVP though. That was funny.
Yeah.
MVP Gabron, MVP Gabron, MVP Gabron. Dude, that was the best.
I will tell you this: I did like the flavor, the change of pace with the 3 count. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yes.
I loved it.
I did too.
Not one time did they say 1, 2, 3, and I'll give a shout out to fucking Corey Graves, man, keeping it real on that metal tip, referencing Slayer again. Damian Priest doing his move to South of Heaven. What do you say? Something like you might as well call that the Tom Araya or shout out to Tom Araya, who is the lead singer of Slayer.
Exactly.
No, I love it when they have that music.
I do too.
It's
sassy. Definitely sassy. But yeah, that was about it from Backlash.
But so still sticking with WWE right quick.
Sure.
They introduced last week their new version of the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship.
The World Consolation Championship.
Yeah. Basically the modern day version of the Big Gold, WCW NWA.
Yeah, the participation award.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I've tried to give it. It's been like what, a week now? 2 weeks since they announced it. And, kept looking at it, and you guys can see it in the promo.
Shit still sucks.
It sucks. It's gaudy. It's like you took the WCW big gold belt, and then you just threw like a fucking big globe with a W and really huge right smack in the middle of it, and took everything away from what that fucking title was. Like, I don't know. I've heard rumblings that they don't own the actual trademark to that title, which I don't know if that's fucking true.
Who knows?
Because I think they sell don't they sell replicas of the WCW World
Probably.
title?
They can probably do that, but they can't.
Correct us in the comments, you stupid, silly marks. But, dude, they're doing this world title tournament. It's basically
sassy.
Like you said, a consolation fucking prize because
that's what it seems like.
That's what it seems like. Nobody's going over. Cody didn't go over fucking Roman. I thought
no one's going over Roman.
The plan down the line, I don't know. Who time will tell. But as of right now, he's making it known that he wants to challenge for the world title, which is like, okay. I mean, whatever, Cody. At this point, it's kind of like the story continues. I was behind you for a little bit, brother, but now you're taking the consolation. Hey, man, take your ass to SmackDown and finish the story.
Right. Well, the Raw tournament did happen as of this recording.
Yeah.
So we know what happened there.
Yeah. Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins is going to win the whole damn thing.
I do too. Seth Rollins beat Priest and Shinsuke. Triple threat match. Didn't see it, but heard it was awesome. And then,
Nakamura.
Yep. Balor went over in the Cody Miz match, and Brock Lesnar came out and did the thing against Cody.
Yeah,
Cody and
you see the fucking stitches on his head and the black eye and shit. And I mean,
I remember watching that video. Somebody had it, and they were doing it in slow mo, and you can see him hit the turnbuckle, and then he pops up, and you see the split down the face. I'm like, there you go, there you go, Brock. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
You can either do it the easy way, or you can do
it the hard way. Exactly. So yeah, Rollins beats Balor, and then on SmackDown you're going to have Mysterio, Edge, and Styles in one 3-way, and then the other one it's going to be Theory, Lashley, and Sheamus. I'm thinking it's going to. I would like to see actually.
I don't even like
Styles and Lashley or Edge and Lashley.
So you're having tournament matches on SmackDown too?
Yes, and there's a reason why.
Why'd you do a fucking draft?
Well, exactly, but then
you know what? We're just gonna fucking not even talk about it because that shit just pissed me the fuck off.
Well, it does, but they have a reason for it, and I was like, okay, I can get behind the reason. It's the same reason why Dynamite looks like a pay-per-view card tomorrow. It's because they're going up against the NBA playoffs. Ratings. Viewership. That's what they're going after.
How about them fucking Lakers?
How about them Lakers? I hate the Lakers. I don't give a shit about them. The Bucks aren't in it anymore, so I could give two shits about NBA anymore.
Who'd the Bucks go out to?
The fucking Heat. The Heat decided to show up and be an NBA team out of all times. Had to play 2 extra games to get in the playoffs, and then the Bucks choke. Don't get me started on them fucking assholes. Unbelievable. And then somehow Jimmy Butler turned into an NBA player after like 20 seasons. Thanks for showing up into the league, dickhead. You had to show up against the Bucks, didn't you? Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Fucking Bucks, man. They had the best record, dude, on fire. And then they shit the bed
on the Milwaukee Bucks.
I don't really agree with them firing Coach Bud, though. I don't really agree with that. But hey, it's business, and
Most successful coach in the last decade of the NBA gets fired.
What was he? Was he really?
No, but he was really fucking successful.
He was great coach for the Bucks.
He was a really fucking good coach.
Yeah.
I love Coach Bud.
Let's circle back around. You're talking about the reason, the ratings and all that.
Yeah.
And I usually don't ever give 2 shits about the WWE draft because they'll tell you, hey, we're going to draft it 2 separate brands. It's going to be 2 different things.
3 months.
Guys are popping up fucking everywhere. And
in 3 months, it's all changed.
Yeah.
And then WCW comes and invades.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're going to do that again.
Let me tell you about one thing I am interested in.
Yeah, what's that?
Just happened. A former WWE star, Naomi, now going by her surname, her real name.
Trinity Fatu.
Trinity Fatu popped up in fucking Impact, dude. The glow was now in Impact. And
good.
Dude, her promo was awesome. And it's so fucking cool because she's exactly right. They have had probably the strongest women's division in the last, how long has the Knockouts division been around? 15 plus years now, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there is a fucking huge group of ladies that she can work with and learn shit from there. So it was really cool in her promo to hear her say the names like Gail Kim's and Awesome Kong's and shit, knockouts that laid the foundation for what is the best fucking women's division in any promotion going right now, I feel. And, dude, I'm excited to see what fucking happens.
Yeah, me too. I think that's exactly where she should go. I think it's a better place for her. I would love to see her in AEW, but there's so much going on. I think being an Impact is really going to focus on her talent and help her get better.
And it's a double-edged sword. I mean, it brings attention to the product, which is, dude, they've had a strong product for a while.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nick Hausman. I like them. They're doing good. All right. I like them. But
sorry,
dude. And they also just announced they're going to be doing some tapings and some shit. I think either end of summer, early fall, something like that, out in Australia. So that's super cool, because I mean, it just seems like they're growing and growing, and they're getting more fucking brand recognition and attention, and that's what she's bringing. And I was surprised to see her pop up in Impact. I mean, it's fucking. I'm super happy for them because they're just knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, exactly. She's just going to be make them that much better and make that division much better. Can't wait to see what she does. Hopefully, we'll see title around her in the future, which I think they will. I think you'll see a title on her.
I think they will. Keep it off Jordan Grace. I'm sorry. I can't take Jordan Grace seriously anymore.
I like Jordan Grace, wrestler of the year right there for Impact.
Really?
Well, dude, she did a ton of shit the past couple of years. Jordan Grace was leading that division. I don't want the title on her. I think it'd be better on Trinity, but I'd like to see Trinity and Jordan Grace go at it a few times.
Oh, and I'm sure they will, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. But and Deanna, like, I'm glad the belt just seems to fit on her. It's that heel champ shit.
Yep.
Like,
and plus, she's a great worker.
Be a super over. And we've talked about this so many times. The thrill of is in the chase, if you're a baby face fan of the baby, but you got to be a super over fucking baby to go and be the world champion and carry that belt for a while,
Yeah.
Otherwise it's just kind of, it feels fucking stale,
True.
That's why it's interesting to see what Cody's reaction would be had he won the title. And if he does end up winning this world title or any WWE world title down the line while he's still under contract,
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how that would have played out.
Yeah, because you guys have been known to fucking be turncoats.
Turn on him quick. Shit. But I think if he would go up against somebody like Brock right away, that's a threat to his title. Can he bring down the Beast? That's a good story.
It's cool, and let's see and if he does, I mean, what happens? Because what they say, since Brock returned in 2012, there's only been like 10 people to beat him clean.
Something like that, yeah. I saw the list. Speaking of that type of list, I saw a list today of title defenses that Austin Theory has had, and that list is very impressive. I'm like, well, did not
John
realize.
Cena.
Like Cena's on there, Seth Rollins,
Lashley, the last 20 years.
Amos, yeah. Like all these dudes, I'm like, yeah, okay. But I mean, I don't like Austin Theory, but I like what they're building him into.
Yeah, I don't know.
That makes sense.
I don't like that whole A-Town down,
A-Town down. Got to put my pants A-Town down. I see my pants again. I don't know.
But anyways, let's skip to a little AEW shit. We alluded to it earlier.
Did we?
All-in ticket sales are. Right now, it's probably a little bit past, but dude, they were at like 40,000 for just pre-sale.
40K,
60,000, which
60K.
Is like, they're at like $8 million so far. And like I said earlier, dude, it's something that, dude, the UK has wanted for a long time. They want these superstars, and how great of a place, to potentially have Sting's last hurrah, a part of wrestling history, at Wembley fucking Stadium.
Yep.
We still don't know like what plans are, like the whole Wardlow fucking Goldberg thing. They were at like a WrestleCon, and Wardlow was kind of someone, I think Simon Miller or someone from What Culture was interviewing Wardlow, and they were talking. It was like, yeah, Goldberg just walked by and said, you're next or something. And he's like, no, you got it all wrong. Like, he walked by and I looked at him and said, I am most definitely not next. Like, It would be cool if he just showed up and did a one-off and put fucking Wardlow over. You know, they have kind of a similar trajectory, you know, as far as like in wrestling and their whole shtick, like the modern day fucking, you know, Goldberg and then Wardlow chants like that, all that shit together. Like, I mean, it writes itself. That would be a cool one-off fucking appearance, dude. And if people are gonna hate on that, then man, come on, it's wrestling, man.
It's wrestling. Like you love this shit. You know what I mean? This is the kind of shit that you grew up waiting for. You know, like Andre and Hogan. You know, fucking Rock and Hogan, Warrior and Hogan. Everything involving Hogan. Anybody against Hogan. Savage and Hogan.
The people versus Hulk Hogan.
Exactly. You know, Al Bundy versus Hulk Hogan.
That don't work for me, brother.
Don't work for me, brother. Am I going over? I don't know if I like this. 4 touchdowns, one game.
Store today, pig.
4 touchdowns in one game, man. He could win that title. He could. I think he could put the boots to Hogan.
So, also speaking of, you know, AEW, and like I said, I'm really fucking impressed and happy for them with the, you know, the ticket sales for Wembley, and I'm glad it shut everybody up because everybody's like, oh, can they draw this? It's the same deal as the initial All In. You know, that one fateful day when Jim Cornette's like, can these guys couldn't draw fucking 10,000 people, and then they did it. This is before AEW, you know. Right. It was basically a wrestling super show because you had ROH, New Japan, and whoever fucking working that show.
Exactly.
When's fucking Cornette gonna say thank you to AEW for giving him 4 years of fucking content to bitch about? He made it like he made a whole instead of retiring, he made another career out of just complaining about stuff.
It's about Shut up. Same time that Bischoff does the same thing for the same thing.
After appearing on the program, just like, well, I got a payday, so let's take a huge shit.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if I talk enough shit about him, Vince will take me back and give me a cameo on the draft. That doesn't really mean much.
Bischoff kind of showed his ass, didn't he? Is that on the topic list?
What's that?
Like, he was on AEW and he was trying to get some shit, and then he kind of spun around and went back to WWE and just started shitting on AEW.
Yeah.
So somebody didn't kiss his ass.
Oh yeah.
Nobody needs to.
Yeah. And he was like,
and people are like, you know, is Tony doing way too much fucking coke? Is he out of line by saying, oh, they got people that are intentionally shitting on us for this and that? And that would kind of fit the bill. Hey, brother. Hey, Eric, come back. We'll give you a Hall of Fame fucking deal. We'll put you in video games. All I got to do is talk some shit.
We'll give you your music back, too.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't need to comment on that stuff. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I do.
Cares, man.
Yeah, I forgot that I do.
Anyway.
Hey guys, you remember when I got away with it?
Oh yeah,
because you know what? People been asking me. People been asking me if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But I'm thinking, yeah, I'm back.
Thinking goatee next, mustache.
John Wick 5 starring me. Yeah. John Wick 5. Parentheses, I got away with it. I told you I would.
Yeah, see?
Motherfuckers, dude. They're so, oh my God, those guys are so fucking. I don't even know. Words can't describe the 3 Vinces anymore.
John Wick 5. Beefcake.
Beef sticks.
Beef sticks. $1.5 million. Don't talk to me again. Just go away. Sweep it under the rug.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sweep it under the rug, and then I'm going to get away with it.
Yeah, and then I'm going to sweep the leg.
Vince
Sorry,
Vince times 3. And I know I might have said.
Close the door on the Vince.
No.
One more positive thing about AEW. If for people fans of Rampage.
Yes.
Finally, we actually got some fucking broken Matt Hardy shit in Impact. Or not Impact, but I'm sorry, in AEW. But what I was going to say after that, it's been crazy to think that he is taking this thing that he created, this fucking universe, and across Impact Wrestling to WWE to AEW. I got mad respect for that, dude, because not only is like him and his brother a fucking legend, but to actually fucking create something super silly like that. And it's one thing to do it in one fucking place, but for all these major promotions,
exactly,
give you a shot to do it. It's super cool, man. And
hell yeah!
Actually, today I just watched the 20-minute
on the YouTuber.
Version. Yeah,
good stuff.
Firm Deletion.
Yeah,
and I recommend it. Is it as good as some of the other ones? I don't think so, but it is thoroughly It's
entertaining for sure.
I will tell you who made this one super entertaining was my boy Stokely Hathaway, dude.
Oh, dude. Dude. Stokely's the man.
Tony Khan, you pay for your sins. He's like, I wonder if they got Coming to America. He's like, you little kids, you some badass little kids. Yeah, Hardy's kids beating him up.
Oh, dude.
That fucking dude, if they have to keep utilizing his comedic foil, dude, because it is so entertaining.
You raggedy bitch.
Oh my God. Yeah.
One of my favorite things he ever did.
It's so great. I love it. He walks in. So Matt Hardy, you guys have seen his house. Everybody's seen his fucking house as wrestling fans throughout these deletion fucking things. And he has a movie theater in his house. He walks in and there's like some fucking little Fritos bags and Doritos and like some Gatorade bottles. He's like, what he say? He's like, hard as cheap ass snacks. What the fuck? Cheap ass snacks. And then he gets his fucking ass kicked. Like Rebby Hardy comes down. She's talking all this shit in Spanish. Like, what are you doing at my house? And he's like, what? What'd you say? I don't know what you said, but I take offense to that.
Dude.
And then from behind, Senor Benjamin fucking tasing his ass. And then that's when the kids fucking attack him. And he's like, you some badass little kids. Like, badass little kids. He's like, man, you kicking my ass real good.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, dude.
Stokely.
I loved it, dude. That was great. Was so much fun. He was good. Everybody involved was good. So
much good stuff in that one, in that match.
Even William Morrissey, or I should say the former William.
Big Bill,
yeah.
Big Bill.
I mean, he was even good. Hook. I don't know why he was there.
Oh, that handsome devil.
Yeah, he El Guapo.
Oh, yes, El Guapo.
Dude, but I love too, what is it, Isaiah's Cassidy?
Yeah. Yes.
He fucking comes out and he's brother, what is he? Brother K? And he's like, Brother K, I knew you'd come. And he's like, I always do. He really just did.
Jesus.
He was on the roof.
Dude, he's swanton.
Like making the fucking
he's doing the Jeff Hart.
What do you call him? Like some. He's like, it was orgasmic.
Yeah.
He's like, holy fuck.
Orgasmic. Yes.
This was all on Rampage?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But then there's a longer version of that match on YouTube. Firm Deletion.
You have to watch. Yeah, go on AEW's fucking YouTube and watch the uncut Firm Deletion. That's the only way to watch it, because there was a lot of that little shit that I told you guys about. I just didn't make the fucking cut. You know, like when he's talking shit to the kids. He's like, some badass little kids.
Gotta watch the full version. Once I found the full there was a full version now, I was like, oh,
cheap
watching
ass
that
snacks.
right away. Cheap ass snacks.
God,
too good, man.
You know, it's cool. The firm has been fucking deleted now. I think it needed to happen. I don't know where they go from there, but dude, and where does Stokely go? I like, even if Stokely just got stuck with Ethan as a manager and Ethan does a singles run, I don't really know.
I think he'd be better off with like Big Bill or something, just because of the mic work. Like Ethan Page can talk. I think Ethan Page is good on his own. I think Stokely, Big Bill, and Moriarty maybe do a tag team and they can do singles too, and then they can keep Stokely. I mean, I don't think Ethan Page really needs a mouthpiece.
Well, it's going to be
he needs a singles run, though. That's what he does need.
I mean, dude, they got that supposed 2-hour Saturday show, Collision. Everybody thinks that's what it's going to be called, coming back. And Punk's supposed to be coming back and
supposedly
doing a program with fucking Jericho and all that shit. It'll be interesting. At least they're going to have another a show where it's 2 hours, it's on a Saturday, and more of these motherfucking men and women are going to get a fair shake because it sucks, dude, that they canceled Dark and Dark Elevation.
There it is.
But it's a necessary evil.
Yes,
if
it is.
You're bringing on 2 more hours of fucking programming that are like I said, like A programming. This ain't like no fucking D-level free YouTube shit.
Nope.
I mean, you got to free up some fucking space somewhere, you know?
Oh, for sure. And if the network's giving you the green light on that, and they also said they don't want to have, they weren't mean about it, but they were like, if you're going to have any programming, we want to air it. We don't, you know, like they would prefer not to see stuff on YouTube, like shows, except for like Being the Elite, of course. But if it's going to be stuff like that, we want to air it, which is good for AEW. And it's all these haters out there saying, oh, they're not doing much. They're not making enough for the network and stuff. Well, the network wouldn't ask for a third show and told you, if you're going to do another show, we want to air it. All right. You're doing something right.
Yeah, for sure. So it's super cool. And like I said, it better get that fucking 6:05 Eastern.
Yeah.
Start time.
Along with that.
It'll probably
7:05
be
Eastern.
9:05.
6:05 Central.
It's
AEW
weird, though.
Collision.
Here's the thing that I think they face, though, because nobody's watching wrestling on a Saturday unless it's a pay-per-view, which nowadays even WWE got into the fucking... What? I stand corrected.
He's raising his hand. What do you want to say?
I don't want to say anything. I was raising my hand because I watch wrestling. Honestly.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? As far as like, I don't know. I mean, I would just think that that's a complicated situation in a way to, especially if you're trying to push for like a major fucking show with all this talent. Like Saturdays, most people are out doing shit. You know, now in the winter times and whatever, don't get me wrong. I'm sure they might draw some good numbers, but that's one thing I was kind of looking at. But they're kind of stuck because there's so much wrestling and so much wrestling content. You obviously can't go fucking head to head on Mondays or even run Mondays, period.
I wouldn't.
Tuesdays, who fucking runs on Tuesdays?
NXT.
Do you want to do that shit again? I wouldn't, even though they'd probably fare better. I still wouldn't. Wednesdays, you're doing Dynamite. Thursdays, fucking Impact. And Friday, SmackDown
and
Rampage. Like, I think that might be tough for them. I think it's kind of a tough thing because most motherfuckers are at least people of age are like, I'm going out and fucking partying.
Right. And I don't think they're looking so much at like live viewership numbers anymore, like what they used to. I think they're looking at streaming numbers and how much viewership they're actually pulling in. So if 600,000 are watching live, but you're getting another 400,000 watching streaming or follow-ups, that's a million viewers right there, a million views. Boom, there you go. I mean that's how I would look at it. Is it the shoes? Can buy a bucket? Throws up a prayer. Yeah. It's good. It's a fire.
We gotta get that dude on the fucking show. No, I think you're right about that, Bodie, and that's one thing. A lot of the fucking wrestling fans, especially the ones that want to be super involved in like the numbers and giving a fuck about the numbers. The only way I give a fuck, I've said it tons of times, about the fucking numbers is because, not that I look at them or whatever. If I see it in a thread on Twitter or whatever, then I might look at it and be like, oh, damn, they didn't do this good. It's because if I like the product, I want them to have good numbers so they fucking stay around. That's the only care I have. I'm not sitting there fucking waiting every week like, oh, yeah, the fucking numbers. They ain't signing a check for me. Why the fuck should I care about that? I'm worried about like what they're putting on fucking TV.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So motherfuckers, men and women, boils and ghouls, get the fuck over it because it's the way wrestling is consumed in the ratings wars nowadays is so much different than it was in the 90s in cable because of what Bodie said. Streaming, you know, that's the fucking be all end all.
It is.
And recording. Not
DVRing.
just streaming, but motherfuckers will set their DVRs for Dynamite. Yep. You know, I remember
watching Impact
several years ago when Dixie was still running, used to get a lot of flack for that. But she was saying like, yeah, well, we only did this for the show when it aired live, but you also have to look at the fucking DVRs. And so say we did 800,000 or 1 million views, we got a couple 100,000 more from people who had DVR'd it. They can tell that kind of shit, you know?
Exactly. That's where it's at. So they're looking at success in that kind of a rate. How many watches do they get there? And you're going to get some. I mean, if I don't watch it live Saturday, I'm going to watch it Sunday. I got a DVR. I can watch it whenever. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Shit.
Hey,
Shit.
I'm feeling like I need to puff. Puff. And maybe pass.
Oh, smoke it.
So
Getting
why
cloudy.
not fucking break into it? Yeah,
Let's do it.
Motherfuckers, here we go.
It's cloudy in here.
Oh man.
All right. Got some dro here, man. I got the killer danks. Strenton's ready for these nuggets.
I'm super ready. Let's go.
Let's do this.
He's not a nugget.
All right. Since we were talking about All In earlier and the numbers they're pulling in and everything, I got a couple of them here. So we'll start with this one. You puffing or passing on this, that. I mean, it's almost a given CM Punk's going to wrestle now at All In. But are we going to see an appearance by Mr. Drew McIntyre when his contract is up at the E? Are you going to puff or pass on that?
Pass. I say pass.
Ooh,
No
Strenton.
chance. He's WWE forever.
I like that. Good job, Strenton.
I'll puff on it.
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
here's why. I mean, it all depends. When I don't know when his contract's up. But obviously they're going to do a no compete clause. But will fucking Tony look at that one and be like, should I get him? Yes. And should they get him? Yes. I mean, because he's done it in Impact. He's done it in WWE. His stock's fucking huge. You gotta. Maybe you get him and cut your fucking jabrones you aren't fucking using. Because that's a major player right there. And they want eyes on their fucking product. Yep. I'll puff real hard on that.
There you go. As for him showing up at All In, I am passing on that. Like you said, the no compete clause, and I think it's just too much of a quick turnaround from his contract with WWE. But as far as down the road, yeah, if I was Tony Khan, I would definitely be looking at that guy because that guy's a monster. He's a stud. Definitely will get eyes on the product. Definitely will do some great programs with a lot of great talent that you have already. So, yeah, I would.
Got a great hairy chest.
I had that too. So I would puff on signing him. I would pass seeing him at All In. Now we're going to follow up with another All In puff or pass. It's kind of the same strain here. So before they announced All In attendance, I think the biggest attendance they had was like 20K. And I was going to ask the question, so before All In, if All In didn't happen, would AEW draw anywhere near 25K plus for a show? You puffing or passing on that?
Wait a minute. I puffed so hard on the last one. I need you to repeat yourself real quick in the microphone.
So if All In wasn't happening, do you think AEW would have hit an live attendance of 25,000 plus?
In the U.S.?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna pass on that shit.
Well, you're threatening.
I need to explain that
No,
because I
you
did
don't.
earlier. If you
I
guys
passed too.
actually pay attention and listen to our fucking show, go back and watch and listen and download all the fucking previous shit because you'll find some juicy nuggets like Bodie. Fucking Threaten, he's a nugget. I don't know what I told you before.
I am not a nugget.
Miscusi.
You're excused.
Dude, the U.S. crowd is fucking we're too full. The wrestling fandom in the United States, look what WWE had to do to go get those monstrous pops for the whole fucking card pay-per-view.
Mhm.
They had to go to fucking out of country. We're so spoiled over here. It's like, dude, you eat fucking Whoppers every day. All of a sudden it starts to taste bad, or it's just like,
Meh. Exactly. I'd rather have a Royale with cheese.
AEW has too many Whoppers.
Whompers.
They're making a Spider-Man Whopper, by the way.
Yeah, they are. I saw that. Red bun, red poops.
Swiss cheese.
Yep. I would have said, yeah, I would have probably passed on that too. I don't know if they would have topped 25K. I think that it came close. I think they would come close later on, just depending on how they book, who's available, and what kind of story you're telling. But yeah, before All In, I would have said no. I don't think they would have topped 25K. No. But with All In hitting WrestleMania type numbers, good job. Good job. Let's change it up a little bit here. You guys ready for this one? Ooh. Here we go. Puff or pass. Ready? Cody Rhodes will never be as hot as he was at WrestleMania. Puff or pass on that? Because he was hot at WrestleMania for that title.
I'll go first.
That.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead. Balls.
I think that's true. He was red hot, but I say he's still hot as fuck. He's just not at that moment.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not to say said moment can't be replicated and or duplicated down the road.
Mm-hmm. Rocky 3.
Uh-huh. I've never even seen those movies.
Janela is going to have Brooks. You watch those movies before you enter his domain.
Joey Janela, dude, Mr. Florida Man.
Hell yeah.
Joey
I would have. Marshmallow.
Yeah, Joey Marshmallow.
I know, Joey Marshmallow.
Because of his body, it's like a marshmallow.
It looks like a bowl of ice cream.
Come on.
Ah. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I don't think he'd ever be as hot as he was at WrestleMania, unless you wait another year and Roman Reigns still has that damn title, and then he takes him off at the next WrestleMania. Who's to say? I mean, maybe.
I think he definitely will be hotter.
Ooh, I like that. Yes.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
I think he definitely will. They're gonna.
It can happen.
They're gonna work some shit out, reset it. It's gonna be awesome.
There you go.
For somebody that gives a fuck. I'm not that guy.
All right. Hey,
that Macho Man pose. I've seen that.
We were talking about him earlier. All right. Stokely Hathaway. Puff or pass? Stokely Hathaway.
Badass little kids. You kicking my ass. You kids are kicking my ass.
So I want you to think about this. Puff or pass? Stokely Hathaway is very Bobby Heenan-esque in his expressions, body language, and the way he just conducts himself outside of the ring. Would you compare him to Bobby Heenan? Pass.
I'm passing on that. I think there's some similarities, and if I hadn't already listened to him on Jericho's show and gotten more of a better perspective on who he is and what he's trying to do, not to say that they're not there. There are hints of it, but I think I don't know. There's just differences, huge influence, but I'm going to pass on that statement.
Trenton.
I just found out about 15 minutes ago who that guy is. So
we'll revisit that.
Ask me in a couple months.
We will. As for me, I'm going to puff on that a little bit because I do see a lot of, and I see what you're saying, Justin.
Oh.
I do what you're saying. There's huge influence. I'm going to go listen to that podcast. But in what I see, yes, very Bobby Heenan-esque, cracks me up, says some of the funniest shit. Bobby Heenan had the best one-liners, the best comebacks. Stokely Hathaway's got it. He's got the gift of gab. He's really quick-witted. I love Stokely Hathaway. So,
well, you know what?
Why do you marry him?
See that again, real quick?
I'm trying. Yeah, here. Take that.
Take that back.
Oh, it's hot. Hot boxing.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Take a little tiny puff.
There you go. Thank you. Love it. All right. You know what? We're gonna stick in the AEW wheelhouse here. Why not? We're gonna talk about someone else that we haven't mentioned. Maybe haven't mentioned a little bit, but he's back on AEW programming, and his name is Christian.
Oh, Christian!
And dude, I love that theme. And I, for one, I'm a huge Christian fan. Always have been. Always will be. I want to pose to you this: puff or pass. Christian is the better wrestler, ring general, and ring philosophy than Edge. Comparing Christian and Edge. Christian is the better wrestler, ring general, and better at the ring philosophy than Edge.
Let me go first while Wallace thinks about this.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Juice likes wrestling. I don't like wrestling. Juice Pro Wrestling.
Now, Christian is one of those that I don't have any history with. I don't have like real history with. And Edge, I know a little bit, kind of.
Yeah.
So like, I know he's trying to put people over, but he's also trying to kind of put himself over, which Luchasaurus is getting lost in the mix. When you guys get done with those, based on all this AEW roster mixamaroo, I have a question for the both of you. when we get
I'm
to
going to pass on it because I think they're both relatively similar. I do think, personally, in my opinion, I do think Christian is a better in-ring worker, but I think they're both, for me, just for me personally, they're right there at the same. As far as mind, they've both been around, seen a lot of shit, both world champions, you know, like Edge can do some cool shit. I mean, motherfucker came out to South of Heaven, so I can't ever hate on him.
I can't hate on him anymore, even though I hate him.
Christian!
Both can still work their ass off.
And what was the other one there? I can't take his music, but you know.
Yeah, you can.
Whatever. I have to. You know, necessary. Yeah. Death, necessary evil.
Did I accidentally say Dinosaurus or did I say Luchasaurus?
You said Luchasaurus.
You said
pretty sure.
Right, thank goodness.
Made you cry?
That almost could have got me fired.
Lucha Dino.
I thought I said Dinosaurus.
I hope you did.
I will tell you this, and you guys may not want to hear it, but Luchasaurus got to go, dude. Luchasaurus, I mean, they're finding a spot for him. Him and Christian now, I mean, they have the little bit of backstory. He took him away from Jungle Boy, so I guess it'll work with him. But really, that still seems to me like thrown together. Like, what is this fucking big-ass dinosaur dude going to learn from fucking Christian? You know, whether he's a legend or not. Like, he's a fucking big destroyer. He shouldn't be handled by anybody, I guess, you know?
I don't think he should. I think he should be on his own, just whooping ass. But you're going to feed him the Wardlow right away.
What else can you do in AEW?
Yeah.
What else are you going to fucking do with him? Let him go to Impact or something, you know?
Luchasaurus just came back, but you're going to feed him the Wardlow, and you know that's going to be a loss.
Well, let me piggyback off of that. And you probably, how many more of those puff passes you got?
A couple more.
Okay. Let me ask this. And it's sort of a puff pass, but it's not an agree with the question or not. Plus or minus, give a number, the AEW entire roster. If you did a realistic, real fucking cut, how many motherfuckers would you cut? This is in total, men and women. How many people would you cut off of that roster? Because it is bloated. And unfortunately, it's fucking
question. The only reason I say why not to interrupt you is because that depends on hours of programming you have.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know about these. The other 2 hours are speculated. It'll probably happen, but
let's say given that there's a total of, so right now there's a total of 3 hours. Given that there's 4 hours, another hour, or let's say 5 more hours. Okay. So there's total of 5 hours a week for these people. How much more would you cut? Given that Dynamite is set and they're trying to figure out how to push people in, but it just, I think the biggest problem right now with AEW is that there's so many people and they're all really good. Like, so many of them deserve to be like possibly top people or top 3. And in real wrestling, you really only have 1 or 2. Like in real fucking awesome badass shit, you can only have 1 or 2.
Ah, man.
It's tough.
I would, because immediately I want to say half the roster, right? But we're talking about, you know, TV time and all that shit. Bodie, you go first, man. You go first, because I got a lot of shit, and I'm gonna.
I would say maybe a quarter of the active roster. Maybe it depends, because you have your stories, you have the people you want to build, and then you have your people underneath that you're building that you actually need them. So you might not see them all the time. You might see them every once in a while on a squash or something like that. But you might see them at these house shows that they're going to do, and that's the work they need to put in. But right now, if it's, you know, I don't know how big the roster is, but I'd say cut a quarter of it. And if you're signing new people, 1 in, 1 out. That's what I would do. You know, that would be my answer to that.
All right. One more question. What do you think about the idea of Tony Khan?
To answer that question.
Oh, I thought you did. Go ahead. I thought you said half of them, but not really.
Jesus, you know, motherfuckers pay attention. I would say probably about a quarter. I don't know if it's like actual wrestlers. Maybe there's 200 people employed or all together. I don't know the statistics wise, but from who I do see on TV, quite a bit, because you can always hire and fire, right? Realistically, I know it's entertainment, but you can hire and fire. It's a fucking job, dude. And the talent pool is so fucking big on wrestling, in the wrestling community as a whole. who's not going to want to fucking get paid, even if it's a 1-off, a 2-off, a 3-off, or an actual contract to wrestle for a nationally televised fucking product? You know, like don't lock so many people down. You know, ironclad contracts. That's great because these men and women, it's a tough job, dude. They deserve a good paycheck. That's what AEW really is great for. You know, if I could get a fucking job tomorrow doing what I do as a shoot job that was way fucking better and way more healthier for me mentally and physically, I'd be fucking doing it in a heartbeat, you know? But, dude.
What do you think about the idea now? It wouldn't work televised, but since there's all these indie promotions that are kind of like, they're not mid-level, they're like lower mid-level. There's you know, Impact is a mid-level promotion. Ring of Honor, I guess, is a mid-level promotion. There's other ones, if we're saying mid-level. But are there enough wrestlers and enough talent that AEW could scoop up and actually create their own territories, or like professional sports teams where they don't necessarily have 30 teams in the league, but they have
like feeder systems.
Yeah, they have 4 or 5.
That's a great idea. Like,
that would be in certain sections of the country.
Holy shit.
And then they would also have 1 or 2 women's promotions, because one of the victims, other than like Brian Cage, has fallen through the cracks. Luchasaurus has fallen through the cracks. Darby Allin will never really get a chance. Once Sting is gone, I don't know how Darby Allin's going to do it, because to me he's so small.
I think he'll be all right.
But he does. You could bring a point. There's still this vanilla midget mentality. I don't care what people say and how much they think culture has changed. You know, like
he sells
merchandise. He probably would, because he sells. He's like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
You would never write Rey Mysterio off. He's like the smallest character ever.
Then maybe it's a bad example. Maybe it's just a personal example in the wrestling world. But you could have 1 or 2. The biggest fall through the cracks shit is criticize WWE all you want. They've given the women's side of things so much attention and storylines. A
little more.
And AEW has all these talented wrestlers right now on the female side, and they just it's not even, there's just not enough
one
time.
match a week, and it's kind of like an afterthought.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Except for the outcast thing.
Yeah, but see, I think a lot of people have a hard time accepting that, but that's old school wrestling.
True.
Dude, when we were kids, you were growing up, who did you see? Did you even really see like Wendy Richter fucking even wrestle?
Not all the time, just on like the pay-per-views.
You know, I mean, and I hate, because we live in the day and age we fucking live in, so people are going to instantly bitch. And hey, man, I agree. The women do deserve an opportunity, you know, and they need more story on there, because that's the day and age we fucking live in. And even besides that, if they're fucking good wrestlers and entertainers, yeah, fucking fill me up, Buttercup.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying it in a, sorry, Bodie, I'm not saying it in the context of bitching, right? Like there's so many people, like they think like either you praise it or you bitch about it. But you know what a lot of these people could also do is offer a fucking solution or figure out a way to do things better. Like if you just want to complain about the fact that the women don't have, you know, enough time, shut the fuck up. Like, like there's ways to solve the problem. There are ways to do things. There is. And Tony Khan has power and other people have power. And there's nothing wrong with like starting a women's only league. And
Women of Wrestling, wow, owned by Jeannie Buss of the Lakers.
Wow,
and it's doing
Glow.
Great.
That you bring back Glow, but there's like awesome like female promotions in Chicago, and if you have enough time for this stuff, and I think there's an evolution. I honestly think like Tony with his magical notebook that he seems to not have opened yet, with all his awesome ideas. I think he's just waiting to open it. I have no idea. I'm complaining because he talks about this magical notebook of like booking ideas, but I think all these I think it's going to get adjusted, but if you adjust the women's division, you adjust the men's division, then you could start to do shit like intergender wrestling, because intergender wrestling does not have a place on
mainstream
TV mainstream shit right now. It definitely does in the indie world, and they're fucking awesome matches. I mean, Freelance, some of its best matches were fucking intergender matches.
So what Threaten is saying, ladies and gentlemen, is mind your integrity and forget the almighty dollar.
I think you'll see some of these issues ironed out.
You're right.
I think you're going to see some of these issues ironed out on Collision. I think just even having the extra 2 hours is going to help.
So we'll get 2 women's matches a week.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I harped on
just
the
need to
women's
see more storylines with the women. And I know Tony Khan has talked about it. He would love to do an all-women's pay-per-view. And I think that's something he's working on.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean I didn't make it about the women's division. I meant to make it about like all the wrestlers falling through the cracks, and I think AEW should just cut half of them.
Collision, hopefully we'll see what happens.
At least his contract.
And then you got ROH stream too. So
yeah,
there's a lot of that talent on ROH.
Yeah, sorry. Puff, keep puffing fast. Now that
passing. We only got a couple more left.
Yeah,
we only got a couple more.
Sobered
you got to break it up every once in a while. All right.
Kidney stone.
I'm going to ask you this. Finn Balor, the man, Prince Devitt. Finn Balor,
Prince Devitt.
Puff or pass,
charge it to the game.
Will be in AEW before he hangs them up.
No. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass really hard on that because I don't know, man. We got to see what this Endeavor fucking deal is about. Because if they start making more money, dudes are going to make a lot of money, and WWE already makes a lot of money. And Tony Khan's a billionaire, and do the guys in AEW make a lot of money? Yeah, but they still are not the fucking machine, the merch fucking machine that the WWE is. And that's, dude, let's face it. Yeah, you get paid to go out there and whoop your own ass and vice versa, but you're making money. If you're Rey Mysterio, you're selling masks, you're selling T-shirts, and especially if you're over like that, dude, you get millions of dollars probably every year, and just besides your multi-million-dollar contract, you know, like that shit's so fucking huge. So yeah, I'm passing real fucking hard on that. Like that I think that's some fucking that brickweed I used to get from
might be some of that ditchweed.
I saw some seeds in that shit, man.
There's a lot of seeds in there.
On my face.
Look like little watermelons.
What do you think, Bodie? Because I forgot the question, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I would
question, man.
I would pass on it.
You mean we're smoking dog shit, man?
Yeah, we are, man. I would pass on it for sure. I think he's comfortable where he's at. I think he's gonna end his career in the E. He's got it made there. He's getting paid.
Also puff on AJ Styles for the same question.
Exactly. And I was just going to say that too. I was like, I think you can see AJ Styles ending his career in WWE as well. I don't think they need to come over to AEW at all. And we're Balor. But we're talking about Balor. And as much as I'd like to see him face some of that talent in AEW, he doesn't have a need to go over there.
No.
And I think he's comfortable where he's at. And I think he's got a place solidified in WWE and his role and who he is. And they respect him there.
Hey, I agree with that. But hey, card's subject to change.
Exactly. Always. One or two more. What do you guys want?
One more.
One more. Here it is. You guys ready for this?
I'll take two, but you just deliver me in two.
Go.
Love him or hate him. John Cena is one of the most respectable wrestlers in the business. But are you going to puff or pass on this? That he has solidified his place among the greats like the Hogans, the Flairs, the Dustys, Rocks, Austins, all them. Is he among the greatest right now? Puff or pass on that?
Puffing real hard because thinking outside my generation, and he was shoved down my throat for so long. But money-wise, what that guy's crossover and everything has done, yes. He's very much the modern-day version of your Hulk. He's a modern-day Hulk Hogan. He was just a different time period, different time stamp in this fucking shitty little queer thing we call life. But yeah, agreed.
Nice.
And I'm not a fan. I'm becoming more of a fan of him, not as a wrestler, because I'll always kind of hate that shit. Some of the shit I'll still, whatever. I don't know. It's a tough call, but as a man and as a guy who has left an imprint because of how he was fucking booked and sold lots of merchandise, he's got to be up there. Because how many generations, at least two, and get soon to be three now after we were fucking fans, that they grew up with that. We were already grown ass motherfuckers. They're like, what is this shit? I don't like that. But these kids, they had their Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, they did.
It's a different time. And he unfortunately was a big fan of Marky Mark.
Yeah, he was. Who does that? As far as my opinion, I'm puffing on that hard. Puffing on it real hard. And it's funny because I hated Cena. I hated Cena when he changed from the Doctor of Thugonomics to hustle, loyalty, respect, and shit like that. I just loved him. I was like, whack as hell. You know what I mean?
You queefed?
Yeah, I did. Hard. Real hard. But yeah, I agree. Like his crossover appeal is humongous. His merch sales are out of the building. The guy's acting chops are up there to par. I'd say he's not as good as Batista, just as good as The Rock, maybe better. His comedic timing is untouched. I think he's a funny ass dude.
That was a cool thing too that you did get to experience because you said The Rock, and they did it twice.
Rock Cena,
but dude, let's not forget they built a pay-per-view WrestleMania main event 1 year out. They told you were gonna get John Cena and The Rock and made you wait a fucking year for it.
Exactly,
it was a bold thing to do, and it was cool, man.
Paid off.
I mean, two generations collide, and that I actually enjoyed that shit.
I did too. Yeah, and I want to tell you this real quick, and it's funny because I was watching Mania, and I'm watching Austin Theory versus John Cena, and I'm just watching how the crowd's reacting, watching the bald spot, of course. I'm watching Cena work against Theory, and yeah, he's lost a step or two. He's a little rusty, but he was commanding the ring.
Peacemaker, I'll take it.
It wasn't all about him. It was about how Theory was. So he was feeding Theory really well, but it hit me. It just hit me right there. Like, I have a lot of respect for this dude. Like, I don't have to like him as a wrestler, but I fucking respect the shit out of that dude. Like what he's done. I
like his tweets a lot too.
Yeah, his tweets. Like the guy's an awesome dude in general. Yeah. So, but no, that's what made me think of that. Is like watching that match. I was like, wow, like, yeah, I think we can put him up there with those greats because he's done a lot and he's still doing it. And to give Theory that rub, he didn't have to do that, but he did. Yeah, and I thought that was awesome.
Hey, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, that works for me, brother. Cool.
Dropping the leg.
You guys do whatever you want in this wrestling world. I'm going to go make fucking millions of dollars.
I'm going to make Peacemaker movies and swear a bunch of times and make dick jokes.
Yeah. Why? Because much like the low blow, which is also attached,
they always work.
Yep, and then Cena gave you one of these. And
and I was
called you a butt baby. He called you a butt baby and left it at that.
Awesome. If you could do that and like have the power of like the Men in Black, where you erase memories, but you're just like,
they all say no. That's Puffer Pash. We smoked it all.
We did.
We still got some left, but hey, we'll save that for another time, boys and girls.
Another time. Hey, dude, real quick, one more thing on the fucking wrestling tip.
Yeah.
Some huge news, and Sredden, I mean, you'll know about this. You might have some input on this. Tessa Blanchard is back with XPW. Dude, the news broke like a week and a half ago, something like that.
Something like that. No.
Holy shit, dude.
Craziness.
It is crazy, but I want to get your guys' take on it. I think it is a perfect fit for someone who is labeled as being hard to deal with, you know, partially canceled for whatever reasons. You're going to a promotion that you can't cancel what has already been canceled, you know? Like, they don't give a fuck. They have their own streaming platform, you know. If you go back and watch episodes with guys like Schlack in The Body, who talked about his member getting pierced in a fucking match, and a future guest like Masada. I don't think I catch on fire. Maybe I just dropped a fucking hint. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. But anyway,
listening, rewind it.
I think this helps her comeback story fucking big time. Like if she can show out there and do some cool shit because of who she is and how good she is, she's a shame. Like there'll probably be a dark side on her someday because like it kind of reminds me of like a female Teddy Hart, but maybe not to the extremes of the shit that he does, but to be so good at what you do, but plagued by backstage bullshit or personal interaction is a damn shame. It was a damn shame when I thought it was like kind of history making thing that like Impact put the world title on.
Yes.
You know, we've seen it in Lucha Underground, but they didn't have the prestige and the lineage of TNA Impact at the time. Like that was a big deal. And the way, you know, she supposedly wouldn't fucking film shit during COVID, like having the belt and doing whatever. Like, hey, I wasn't there. I don't know. I've fucking talked to her a couple times at Warrior. Always seemed super nice and fucking cool. And she's a fucking throwback. She is her father's daughter. She's badass. All I'm saying, I'm going to quit ranting about it and give you guys your fucking room to breathe. But dude, that to me, that is a fucking perfect fit. And I'm stoked to see what she's going to do.
Yes. When I first saw it, I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, this makes sense. Yes. If anywhere she's going to come back and have a comeback, it's going to be XPW. And they're going to do it right. You know how they are. They don't give no fucks. I think she fits right in there. And I'd like to see her take a couple light tubes, and I'd like to see her barbed wire some people up. So quit being a bitch and pill me up. So yeah,
that's right.
I think that's a perfect fit. I just can't wait to see what they do and what kind of stories they tell and who she gets in the ring with. But yeah, I'm besides from all the political bullshit and all that, I can't wait to see what happens.
So I don't know the actual truth. I know there was that, like, the story that she first got fucked and canceled because she allegedly said something racist to.
Sren, you look like your video right now.
I look like I'm floating.
On the cover of
look like you're in Queen.
Album.
I look like I'm Jambi from fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse.
That too, yeah. Make it like a high, make it honey hole.
But anyways, Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah. I'm not trying to defend her, especially if she's a racist asshole.
Yeah.
But there's something weird about her whole cancellation, and it happened during COVID. And so everything was fishy around that time. So I'm like, you guys know my opinion with what's his name? Not Joey Janela. Actually, I make
Joey
fun
Ryan.
of him, but I like Joey Janela.
King of Dong style.
Joey Ryan, the whole Joey Ryan story. Everybody in the wrestling community that was cool to Joey Ryan up until that point where it suddenly became clear to everyone that he's a piece of shit, they could all go fuck themselves. You guys are all fucking hypocrites. That shit, I've already talked about this so many times. There's something weird about the Tessa Blanchard story. And for some reason, I think she got a bad rap. I don't know. Like, you guys know how I feel about hardcore wrestling. Everybody from XPW that we've interviewed has been fucking cool. So there's all I have to say about that shit. It's not my cup of tea. She wants to come back and do it. More power to her. There's something fucking weird about the way she was canceled. And I'm not into conspiracy theories or any of that stuff. Maybe she is a fucking asshole. I have no idea. But if she wants to wrestle and she has a place to wrestle, she's fucking good at it. I don't know how much hardcore shit she's done, but if she's got a place there and she can make some sort of comeback, if she could do it, why the fuck not? I don't know.
There you go.
Agreed.
If she's an asshole, then she cut it out.
I agree.
She has a place here on the show. So Tessa, right now, Slack, you're watching, listening, fucking let a girl know. Come talk to them Juice Boys,
And for her, and for people to hate her because she fucking is not with Dog anymore. What are you guys, 3 years old? People break up all the time.
Is this truth? There's truth to
yeah.
that?
Is it? I don't know.
She cheated on him. Is what a lot of people have alluded
Was she
to.
cheating on him?
Yeah.
Maybe that's small dick. Who knows?
Daga
could have been an
Daga ain't got no small dick, man.
And who cares? You know what? That's
That's
bullshit.
all
Daga got a big dick. Big donkey.
Big dick.
He probably got a
Everybody say he got big dick.
Like
I'm gonna get canceled.
Like el burro. El burro. Huevos.
El burro de el verga. Burro dick.
Tu quieres mi pito en tu boca?
What?
What? Wait a minute. You can't say that.
What the fuck was that? Yeah. Tessa, come on the show.
Come on the show.
Yes.
Tell your story.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
It'll happen. Look forward to that. And Masada. Hey, on the music tip real quick.
Oh,
and by the way, I got to let everybody know. I feel a little bit robbed because I just found out Evil Dead's like already fucking digital. Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
And
it's all out there.
You can own the physical like copy right now, or if not real soon by the time you fucking hear this. And it's just weird to me that movies don't even last in the theater for not even a month now. It's like 2 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. And it's like, oh, get it now on digital. Like, God bless America.
Of course.
I need to go to fucking theater and see it,
Yeah, I mean, it's experience, right?
So
it's still in the theater.
Yeah, it is. But I won't go see it.
Right.
So I'm bitching just the bitch. Like the rest of the people.
Don't be a wrestling fan.
I'm just an old guy not looking forward to, to quote a certain movie I like, We Fear Change.
I hate all this convenience. Fucking chaps my ass.
Yes. It really does.
I have ways to watch it at home for free. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Go ahead. Music.
Unbelievable.
Bodie, what do we got coming out in the world of music? I missed Obituary tonight.
World
guys.
Yep. The world of music, man. There's a lot of shit going on that anybody out there fans of brutal death metal, heavy metal in general.
Fans of
cattle decapitation.
Gore.
Let's get this out of the way. Cattle decapitation. I know a lot of you guys are fans of that. Everybody out there like cattle decap. Drop cattle decap down in the chat ski. New album Terrasite comes out on Friday. Be there.
Is it this Friday?
Yes, this Friday. Cattle decap, the new one, Terrasite. I checked out a tune earlier. Fucking brutal, dude. Good shit coming out from Cattle decap. Also, big news here. Cryptopsy. I'm a huge Cryptopsy fan. None So Vile. Oh, man. Fucking A. Signed with Nuclear Blast.
Yeah.
Went back to Nuclear Blast. They did their own thing for a little bit. Now they're back with Nuclear Blast. First album since 2012 is coming out soon, and they're working on that. That's crazy, dude. I'm a huge Cryptopsy fan, by the way. So, and
Lord Worm, man.
Exactly, Lord Worm. And we had Mike on. Mike DeSalvo.
Mike DeSalvo, dude.
Mike DeSalvo. Give shout out to Mike. And then
he'll be back on soon.
You gotta have him. Great dude.
Back. He's dying. He's like, I love kicking it with you guys. Just
fuck yeah. Love it. And then one more thing that I am totally stoked about. I'm a huge fan of this band, Putridity out of Italia.
Yes.
Putridity, new album, Greedy, Gory, Gluttony. In July is coming out. New song out now. Adipocere. Yes, dude. Go check it out right now. Adipocere Retribution. It's going to kick you in the fucking weenie. Dude, it's a killer tune. This Greedy, Gory, Gluttony is going to be the album of the year. Sorry, Cattle Decap, but it's sad but true.
Dun, dun, dun. I used to think that was Sex Patrol when I was a kid. Sex Patrol.
Sex Patrol. That's even better, dude. We're on to something here. Side project, you and me. We're going to cover Sad But True and call it Sex Patrol.
Yeah.
That Sex Patrol. Yeah.
Dude, I checked that fucking...
what's that?
That new Putridity. How do you say it? Putridity?
Yeah, Putridity.
Putridity, dude. I love that they're from Italy, and dude, I checked that track out. That it's like an EP.
Yeah,
they got a new album coming after that too.
Yeah.
And they like re-recorded some old shit, but it's fucking good, dude. And I also, for like fans of like crazy experimental good grind. Drastic. Dropped a bunch of fucking.
That's
like,
killer.
Old school, like early night. They've been around since like '93 or something. And this is like, if you haven't heard of Contrastic, go on Bandcamp and download the self-titled album. It's fucking weird. You'll think you're at a rave, then you'll feel like you're at a fucking punk or death metal thing. Like it's just psychedelic. Yes. It's out there everywhere.
It's all over the place.
And it's great. So they dropped like 3 albums worth of like super early shit and like demos and all that. And it's name your price on Bandcamp, you know? Give them a fucking $1 at least. You know, that shit's worth it.
Exactly. Please do. Support those bands. Yeah, a lot of great music coming out, man. I can't wait. All kinds of good shit. Check it out. And if you guys haven't heard any of those bands, you're a metal fan, go look it up. Go look up Putridity. Go look up Cryptopsy. And even if you haven't heard of Cattle Decap, but you're into other heaviness, you're missing out on Cattle Decap.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I tell you what.
We played with those guys so many times, especially like early when they first fucking started. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy to see what they've become, you know?
True. Yeah. They're
and how
blowing
big
up.
They are.
What they've become.
Yeah, they become in.
Yeah. I quit the show.
Hey,
gotta go.
Gotta go. We haven't heard from, you know what? We haven't heard from Andre the Giant in a long time.
No, we haven't.
Maybe sometime that'll change.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe go fuck yourselves. Gotta go.
Shall receive. Oh, man.
That fucking raggedy ass giant.
That big stinky giant, brother. Don't work for me, brother.
Does not work for me. It doesn't work for any of us. Hey, thank you guys for fucking tuning in once again.
You're the real
fucking illest show in the motherfucking game.
Juice Pro Wrestling, the Juice, Bruiser Bodie, Sretton the Savage. We out until fucking next week. Next week, we got a little treat for you guys. Just stay tuned. And you can stay tuned by following us on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, some TikTok shit.
Oh, we get real fucking fresh and hip to the game, motherfuckers. You children better watch out because we know what's best for your lives.
Not really. I mean, but get down.
Listen to us. We'll steer you in the right direction.
Yeah. Follow us. Hey, YouTube,
follow me.
watching right now. Like, subscribe, fucking
share that shit.
Make some fucking comments. Tell us we suck. Tell us to get fucked. Tell us we're great. Tell us you want us to fuck your wives again. You know, I mean, it's always a good feeling.
Those are good voicemails.
Somebody wants you to commit a marital sin. Anyways, brutal. Fucking any podcasting platform, fucking rate and review the show, please. It helps out immensely. You know, if you guys are huge fans, just fucking say something. It gets us in that fucking quirky little algorithm, which is such a hard thing to get into. JP Dub Clips is another YouTube channel that we started that's got clips from the JP Dub podcast and Juice Pro Wrestling. There's a lot of cool shit on there. Please check that out. For everybody that's been like the 27,000, probably 30K plus that have been on the fucking Tommy Chong fucking clip talking about meeting the one, the only Frank Zappa. Thank you guys. Thank you for commenting and interacting and sharing your fucking thoughts and memories. I appreciate it. Hey, until next time, we got to get the fuck out. And you guys got to go finger your buttholes. Wet 'em up.
I'm in.
Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up. Wet 'em up.
Wet 'em up.
I can't wait for that fucking Spider-Man Whopper. It looks good.
Red poops, bro.
Dye my buns.
You gonna do sex to me? Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!